With sports finally coming back to life, I'll be coming to life covering every step of the action. Welcome everybody to my brand new series called your bi-weekly sports segment with a dog, where you'll be informed of everything that has happened in the sports world over the last 2 weeks, upcoming games, and my personal insights. After 4.5 months without any tip-offs, the NBA season was reborn on July 30th when the Utah Jazz beat the Pelicans 106-104 and the Lakers squeaked out a 103-101 victory over the Clippers. 2 days later featured the highest scoring game of the season when the Houston Rockets blasted off on the Dallas Mavericks in an astounding 153-149 overtime shootout. And limit the number of people inside the bubble in Orlando, teams that have already been eliminated from playoff contention weren't invited. So far in the NBA playoffs, the Raptors and the Celtics swept the Nets and 76ers. The Lakers, Rockets, and Bucks have a 2-1 series lead over the Trailblazers, Thunder, and Magic. The Jazz have a 3-1 lead on the Nuggets. The Heat are 1 win away from sweeping the Pacers, and the Mavericks and Clippers have 2 wins respectively. Moving on to the NFL, exactly 1 month ago, the Redskins officially changed their name to the Washington Football Team until they come up with a new name in the future. It's a change that many people have been advocating for years, and with all the racial justice protests this year, team management finally succumbed to the requests of these fans and analysts. About 5 days ago on August 18th, defensive tackle for the Dallas Cowboys, Gerald McCoy, got a season-ending injury in his knee during training camp, and he was officially released shortly after because he was only signed to a 1-year contract, and season-ending injury, no need to keep him, right? So it is an unfortunate loss as he was expected to be one of the starting defensive linemen, although with newcomers Everson Griffin and Dontari Poe, Aldon Smith, all of them, along with Tyrone Crawford, draft pick Neville Gallimore, Tristan Hill, I think they'll be set on the defensive line. So it is unfortunate, but I don't think that they'll be lost without him. Although him finding another team, it's going to be much harder for him because he was drafted all the way back in 2010. He has been in the league for a long time. And with the knee damage that has been caused, I feel like it may be time for him to unfortunately hang up the cleats. Further back in late July, one of the league's finest safeties, Jamal Adams, was traded along with the 2022 fourth-round pick from the New York Jets to the Seattle Seahawks for safety Bradley McDougall, their 2021 and 2022 first-round picks, and their 2021 third-round pick. The Jets definitely got a bargain taking their first-round picks for the next 2 seasons, but the Jets will be losing the cornerstone of their defense without Jamal Adams' leadership. It doesn't help that C.J. Mosley opted out of this season, so hopefully Avery Williamson and Steve McClendon will get the job done. With the coronavirus outbreak going around, players have the option to opt out of this upcoming season, and the best players to sit out include C.J. Mosley, just mentioned earlier, Lauren Duvernay-Tardif, Michael Pierce, Dante Hightower, Patrick Chung, Travis Benjamin, Marquise Goodwin, Eddie Coleman, Nate Solder, and Damian Williams. It's no surprise not a single quarterback opted out of the season because of their leadership role on the team. After this short break, I'll be covering another sport that has their season underway. Stay tuned. Have you been enjoying this show so far? And would you like to see more videos from me in the future? Then consider becoming a patron. Patreon is a website that you can donate money directly to creators on monthly. I currently offer 6 tiers ranging from $2 a month all the way to $50 a month, with each tier having its own unique award. Any donation would mean the world to me, and with your help, I can afford better equipment for this channel, more amazing art of Blaine, and even chip in on my college tuition. Go to the link in the description box below to become a patron today. When the NBA is on, you bet the NHL is in full swing as well. After qualifying rounds, the Stanley Cup playoffs were underway and have recently entered the second round. The remaining teams are the Flyers going up against the Islanders, the Lightning versus Bruins, Stars versus Avalanche, and Golden Knights versus the Canucks. Now, I am rather new to the sport of hockey, especially the NHL. I'm just starting to learn a whole lot of new terms for each game that I've been watching, and it's been very fascinating getting to learn about a whole another sport. But there is a huge fan base for hockey, and I want to be able to support that fan base as well. And it also helped me in getting a better variety and more knowledge of the sports world. So I've got another video called The Aussie Predicts Stanley Cup Playoffs, which has my predictions for who will win it all. Lastly, the MLB, which typically gets the least attention during the regular season, also returned with each team getting a condensed 60-game schedule. They're unique in the fact they're the only major professional league that hasn't switched to a bubble environment, and it's the only league that has postponed games due to positive COVID-19 cases. The other leagues would just put the positively tested player in quarantine and continue on without them until they recover. If the season ended today, with the expansion to 16 teams making the postseason, the LA Dodgers would take the number 1 spot in the National League, Cubs number 2, Padres number 3, Braves number 4, Cardinals 5, Marlins 6, Giants 7, and Rockies 8. As for the American League, the Oakland Athletics would take the number 1 seed, Rays number 2, Twins number 3, Yankees 4, Indians 5, White Sox 6, Astros 7, and Blue Jays number 8. To cap things off, yesterday a brawl went down between safeties Earl Thomas and Chuck Clark because Clark had blown a coverage in practice, and it ended in Thomas being officially released this morning. The Cowboys are the early favorites to claim him off waivers, but the 49ers and Texans have also shown interest. Unfortunately, that's all the time I've got here today. Tune in 2 weeks from now on September 6th to catch the next episode. Have a great day, and peace out.